morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I lost over 50 pounds. Yes, 50 pounds. If you want to know how to lose weight, please keep on watching the video. Okay, now let's get into this video. So, before I start explaining what I personally did to lose weight, I just want to put out a disclaimer that I am not a nutritionist. These are the things that I personally did that worked for me to lose weight. I'm not a professional. This was just something that finally clicked for me, that allowed me to lose the amount of weight that I have. So I just want to start out with a short backstory. So I've always struggled with weight loss. I've been trying to lose weight since, I don't know, I could remember, and nothing ever really stuck for me. So finally, during quarantine, I was just overeating. I was kind of eating everything in sight. Then I was putting on a lot of weight, and I started to not fit into my old clothes. So I was like, I reached a breaking point where I was kind of like, okay, this is it. I need to do something, or I'm just going to keep putting on weight. So I grew up in a Haitian household. I am Haitian. And so we consume a lot of carbs, rice and beans, chicken. Well, chicken and beef and stuff like that is not carbs. But what I noticed was I was eating pretty much every meal was just 90% carbs, and I was not getting the amount of protein that I needed and wanted. And I was just kind of overeating, over consuming things, because I love rice. I love beans. They're like one of my favorite things to eat. And so I just was like, okay, I cannot eat rice every single day for every single meal. I need to figure something else out. So then I started, because at this time I was living at home. So I started kind of doing my own grocery shopping. I started going out and buying my own foods, making my own meals. I started out just making my own food, and I would literally only eat my mom's cooking on Sundays, and she would always cook on Sunday. I would have that one meal, and that would be it. And then Monday on, I would just eat whatever I made. So for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, I was making my own meals. And then on Sundays, I would eat my parents' cooking, my mom's cooking. So if you're living at home by yourself already, that is going to be a +1 check. That means that you are in control of what you are cooking, what groceries you're buying, what food you are making. So you're already way ahead than I was, because I had to make the decision, and I had to say, look, if you want to lose this weight, you need to be in control and know what you're cooking, what you're eating, and go get up and go do your own grocery shopping. And another thing I learned was, before I would like go online, find a diet. I even had signed up for one at one point where I paid actual good amount of money to get a meal plan, and I would never stick to the meal plan, because the meal plan would literally be chicken and broccoli and I don't know, ground beef and broccoli. It would literally just be like the most boring. Like, I'm not saying chicken and broccoli and stuff is like, it's because I eat that, but for almost every meal, okay, I don't know. And so during quarantine, I kind of started falling in love with like prepping my own food, cooking, coming up with recipes, going to Pinterest, putting healthy recipes and finding different recipes to cook. And that's when I decided that, you know what, this is like kind of a lot of fun. So I started doing and making my own food, meal prepping sometimes, and food shopping. Now I absolutely love food shopping. I go to the grocery store on a Sunday. I spend approximately an hour there. I look at the ingredients list. I look at carbs, calories. So I use this calorie counting app, and I know calorie counting isn't for everybody, but that is just how I lost weight, because before I would just be eating healthy meals. Like I would be having like a salad. The only thing is with the salad, yes, I was having the greens, I was having the proteins, I was having, healthy stuff, but then I would bathe this bowl of health with Thousand Island dressing. And we all know that Thousand Island dressing has approximately 170 calories per 2 tablespoons. And I now have measurements. I pretty much measure almost all of my meals. And so if I'm having rice, if I'm having half a cup of rice, I couldn't believe how small half a cup of rice looked. Because before I'd be like, rice is healthy. I'm eating at home. I'm eating healthy foods. But I didn't realize that I would be eating 2-3 cups of rice per meal. Like I just didn't know that, because like I said, I never measured out my food. So measuring out your food is the second tip that I have. The first tip I have was going out and buying your own grocery meals, whatever, even if you live at home with your parents. When they go to the grocery store, ask them if you can come with them. Pick out some of the stuff that you want. And that number 2 was measuring out your food so you can know portions. So for the first year, I did that. My first 50 pounds, I did that. And now it's been a year and like 4 months. So for the first year, I was measuring out my food. Now I'm kind of slowly but surely not measuring, because I've been doing it for a year and a half now. So I know what half a cup of rice looks like. I know what the third tip that I have is to make sure that you are eating foods that you like, foods that make you happy, that you're not just eating things. Like if you don't like broccoli, don't eat broccoli. You don't have to. You don't have to force yourself to eat the foods that you just don't like. I'm not going to sit here and say you should be eating broccoli whether you like broccoli or not. If broccoli is not your cup of tea, don't eat it. It's my cup of tea, so I love it. I eat it. But if you like corn, go out, buy corn. If you like Brussels sprouts, go out and buy Brussels sprouts. So tip number 3, make sure that you are eating foods that you actually like. Because if you're not eating foods that you like, you're going to be kind of miserable. You're not going to be wanting to stick with it. If you're really trying to lose weight for long term, it needs to be sustainable. That means if you're only eating for breakfast 1 hard-boiled egg and, I don't know, cut in half with black pepper, and you won't even allow yourself to put some ketchup on it, that's not sustainable. It really is not. 1, you're going to be hungry throughout the day. 2, you don't even like hard-boiled eggs, because I know I don't. And 3, you don't like it. It's not something that you like. You're not going to want to stick with it. Love yogurt. I have a yogurt in the morning, especially when I'm on my way to work. I don't have time. I'm not going to have time to, make eggs, make bacon. No, I don't have time for that. And I'm just making sure that whatever I'm having for breakfast, it's full of protein and it has a good amount of carbs, so I'm not feeling hungry an hour and a half later. That is tip number 3. Eat stuff that you like. Tip number 4 is making sure that you have a schedule. And what I mean by a schedule is you kind of know what you're going to eat, and not like the hour that you're going to eat it, but like kind of plan out what you're going to eat. For example, especially when I'm going out with friends, or if I'm going out to my sister's house where I have kind of no control of what I'm going to eat, I want to take that control. I had my vlog up, the latest vlog that I posted going to my sister's. I packed my own lunch. Is that obnoxious? Maybe. Do I have a goal in mind? Yes. And I'm not saying that you're going out with your friends and you need to pack up your own. You don't have to do that, because some days you're like, okay, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat over there. That's fine too. But you can't do that every single time. Say you're going, okay, let's say you're going out, four times in a week. And I'm not talking about like going out to dinner. Like say on Monday, you are going to your sister's house because she's having a small get together. And then on Wednesday, you're going to your friend's house to watch, I don't know, a show, a game, whatever. And then Thursday, it's Thirsty Thursday. I don't know if y'all are still in college or not. You're going out to pregame. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you kind of plan things out. Okay, so I'm going to my sister's house. I know that she has great food at her house. I'm going to pack things that I love and I bring it to her house. Like yesterday, I went to my sister's house. I brought my tuna and I brought my bell peppers and I brought some chips along with me. I ate that when I was over her house. Did I eat some of her food? Yes, I did. I had the food that I brought, and then I had some strawberries from her house, Just sometimes you feel like, sometimes you might still be a little hungry. Did she have crackers and chips that I could have eaten? Yes, but I had brought and portioned out my food, so I already had the stuff that I needed. So you need to have a concept in your mind of what you want to eat, at least for that day. So so you're not scrambling throughout the day to find food. So, and I'm kind of like a psychopath. So I plan out meals for the whole week. I just do, because when I go to the grocery store, I'm not buying random ingredients that I'm not going to use. So I'm buying things that in a way that I know, okay, so I'm going to buy chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, and I'm going to buy potatoes, I'm going to buy carrots. I know that on Monday, I'm making chicken, mashed potatoes, and a side of carrots. On Tuesday, I might use the leftover mashed potatoes and with the ground beef to make shepherd's pie. And then on Wednesday, I can use the leftover chicken that I cooked and make, I don't know, a chicken sandwich for dinner. Or you can even, shred the chicken and make, I don't know, tacos, whatever. But you need to plan out what you're going to eat. That was, I think, tip number 4. Now, tip number 5 is working out. And this one, y'all, in the beginning, I struggled with that so much, okay? I struggled with working out so much. I never ever worked out. It was just not something that I liked, because when I was growing up, I never really played sports, okay? So I would never really got enjoyment of moving my body. So I really didn't really like working out. I mean, I would go for walks and it wasn't really that, that much of a big deal. So that's how I started. That's kind of how my workout started, was because I was just going on walks. I have a dog. I have 2 dogs now. So I would go on walks with Mia. And, we would go on 30-minute walks, and I would have my Apple Watch set. And I'm not kidding you. At my heaviest, I was literally burning 300 calories walking down the damn street for 30 minutes, okay? I had a Walgreens that was about 20 minutes from me. I would walk to that Walgreens, make a U-turn, walk back home. So about 40, 30-minute walks sometimes. In the beginning, it used to take me like 40, 45 minutes, and then it was like 30, and then it was like 20. But yeah, at the beginning, I was, once you start to lose more weight, you're going to have to do more to lose more, to burn more calories, basically. So like I said, I would literally just go for 30-minute walks, and I would easily burn over 300 calories. And then as I started to lose 10 pounds, I started having to do a little bit more. I would do that 30-minute, I would be able to do that walk in 30 minutes. I would do 30 minutes of walking, and then I would come home and do some easy stretches. I know that doesn't seem like much, but for me, it was a lot for moving my body. And then my sister had this app that she would use to lift weights. And so I started using that app too. And then I would do like, go for a walk for 20 minutes, come home and do the beginner workouts for like 10, 15 minutes. And then I would do at-home YouTube videos. Every workout that I did was something that I did at home. And then I even did the jump rope challenge where I jumped roped. I couldn't believe that I did that. That was insane to me, that my body could move like that. Because before, I would never be able to do that. I would be doing an at-home YouTube workout, and within the warm-up, I would literally be losing crazy. I couldn't even breathe, okay? Now I have so much endurance. I did the 30-day for 30 minutes jumping challenge. I would jump rope for 30 days. The first couple of days were rough, okay? I was so sore, okay? But by the second week, it was like this. To the point I was like, this is kind of boring, but I stuck with it and I did it and I completed it, and I had a calendar and I would cross out all the days. And that was when I was still living at home. So I was doing that in my bedroom, jumping rope every single day. The first day of jumping rope for 30 minutes, I think I burned 250 calories. And then as the weeks went on, I think the last one I did, I burned like maybe 200. But it was kind of like, it was rough in the beginning. And then I kind of mastered it. And towards the end, it kind of became boring. So I would do that. I would do 30-minute jumps. And then I would do a few minutes of lifting weights. But you need to find out your favorite things to do to move your body. That is the only way you're going to want to work out. I used to go on hikes with my friends. We would lift weights. I fell in love with lifting weights. I like it way better than cardio. I am not a huge fan of cardio, especially getting on the treadmill. That's why I didn't even bother to get a gym membership, because I was not a fan of these traditional cardios, but now I lift a lot of weights. I had stopped because I had a big transition in my life where I was getting married, moving, doing a lot of stuff. And that was a big transition. Then honeymoon. So altogether, within the year, I had lost over 60 pounds. And then I gained 10 of it back from, this big change in my life. I just moved. And, it was a lot. And then we went on vacation. We went to 2 different vacations. I was enjoying myself. And tip number 6 is to enjoy yourself, to eat foods that you love. And you're going to see at the end of the video where I showed the foods that I eat throughout the day. I had a damn cookie on a Wednesday. Don't wait till the weekend and then you go and you pig out. That is ridiculous, okay? Don't wait till Sunday to have a damn freaking cookie. If on Monday, after you eat your dinner, and I think for that day for dinner, I had showed you guys just the ingredients I didn't make it yet. Just the ingredients, which was carrots. I make these delicious roasted carrots in the oven. And then I have some flounder, fish, and I'm going to make mashed potatoes with those potatoes. After I had that, I was craving a cookie. So I had my damn cookie, So, and you guys are going to see, I just showed the ingredients because I didn't make the food, but at the end, so I had my damn cookie, so it's just ridiculous how people are labeling eating a cookie a cheat day. No, if you want the damn cookie, eat the damn cookie. I followed this guy. His name is Jordan Syed. I hope I'm saying his last name right. And he is a beast. He is the reason why I didn't gain my 60 pounds back or my 65 pounds back, because I learned how to enjoy the foods that I love, that I want to eat, while still losing weight. You don't have to be in this restrictive diet of eating vegetables and meat every day and, your carbs or whatever, and not eating the things that you want to eat. If you want ice cream, you don't have to wait till Saturday night to have ice cream, because guess what? If you wait till Saturday night to have ice cream, you're going to end up eating a whole pint of ice cream, okay? Rather than, okay, if you gradually have it, I'm not saying to eat, ice cream every single night. I mean, if you can fit it into your macros and your calories and your carbs, but if you're craving chocolate chip cookies, eat the chocolate chip cookies. Don't go eat the strawberries with low fat whipped cream, because you're gonna eat that and you're still gonna be craving the cookie. You're gonna eat that and then you're gonna eat the cookie and you're gonna be over your calories and stuff like that, when you could have just eaten the cookie and you would have been done with it, And then then you're gonna feel bad, which is another thing. Tip number 8, you shouldn't be feeling guilty about eating food, okay? Why are you feeling guilty? You didn't steal anything. You didn't kill nobody. Why are you feeling guilty because you ate a damn cookie? Why? I don't get it. Why? And just because you ate the cookie doesn't mean that now you're spiraling down. Okay, I ate the cookie. I messed up the whole day. No, you didn't. If you have that mindset when you eat a cookie and now you're spiraling, thinking you ate that cookie, everything is lost, and then you go and you eat 10 more cookies, why? Rome was not built in a day. If you you didn't gain 100 pounds in a day. You didn't gain 40 pounds in a day. How are you going to lose 50 pounds in a week? I see a lot of other YouTubers. I'm not shaming anybody. I see a lot of people putting how I lost 50 pounds in 3 months. That is not sustainable. You lost 50 pounds in 3 months. In the next 3 months, you're going to gain 60 pounds. The 50 you lost plus 10, 15 extra. You got to go slow and steady for weight loss sometimes. If you are losing pounds fast, that's great. Just make sure that how you're losing the weight is something that can be kept up with. Because it doesn't matter how much weight you lose if you end up gaining all of it back plus more. When you go on to lose weight, sometimes it's not just a 1 year, 2 year thing. It should become more of of a lifestyle. That's something that you should be able to keep up with. Am I going to be measuring a cup of rice for the rest of my life? Oh, heck no. That's why now I'm gradually, now I was doing that before so I could learn portion control. I didn't know portion control. That was the only reason why I was out here whipping out a cup at Thanksgiving. Yes, I would whip out a cup at Thanksgiving to see how much stuffing I was getting, to see, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm not going around saying you should be whipping out measuring cups at events. If you want to do that, that's on you. But you need to do what you need to do so that moving forward, about nutrition. You know how much you're eating. You know how you feel when you eat certain things, So these are just some of the tips that I had. And the last and most important tip that I have is to drink water and stay hydrated. That is number 1, is to drink water. The way I make myself drink water is simple. I like cute things and I like to feel, kind of the aesthetics. So, whatever your aesthetic is, you get yourself a cute cup. And you don't have to get yourself, I know a lot of people when they're going through their weight loss journey, they get this gigantic bottle, okay? And they fill it up and it's just sitting in front of them, staring at them. And they're forcing themselves to drink water. I love drinking water. I didn't do it enough. I would literally have 1 or 2 cups of water. I'm not those people who don't like water. I love water. I don't need to put any flavor or taste. But if I have a giant bottle that I know I have to drink by the end of the day, it's going to stress me out, okay? That's not sustainable for me. So what I do is, before I leave for work, I always make sure I drink my coffee right before I leave for work, because I don't want to be sipping on coffee and water. I ain't got time for that. So I finish my coffee before I leave for work. And one thing I want to tell you about coffee: get creamers that you like. Don't be getting those low calorie, low sugar, those no sugar ones that taste so fake. You can't keep up with that. But anyways, so I fill this up with water. Sometimes I have ice at the bottom, sometimes I don't. I fill it up with water. My goal is I drink half of it before I get to work. I have a 30-minute commute to work. So I'm driving, I'm sipping, and I'm listening to my podcast. So my goal, sometimes I drink all of it. Sometimes if it has ice, I usually will drink all of it on the drive. And sometimes I will drink half of it. So say I drink all of it during my ride. When I get in, before I go into the classroom, I fill this up in the water bubbler. So, and I'll sip it up throughout the day until we have a special. So I bring the kids to the special, and after the special, I'll fill this up again, and that is the one that I'll finish before the day of school ends. If I finish it before the day of school ends, fill it up again, drink it on my way home, and then I fill this up again. I drink it during my workout. Sometimes I finish it, sometimes I don't. Whatever I don't finish, I finish with my dinner, and that's it. I am a peer, and so I don't drink a lot of water when I'm home closer to bedtime because I don't want to be getting up in the middle of the night. Still have a good amount of weight to lose. Since I ended up gaining 10 pounds back throughout my life, changing thingies, getting married, moving into a new house, new responsibilities, blah, 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 blah. Going on vacations, which you should always enjoy your vacations. Don't be counting calories on vacation. Why would you want to be doing that? Don't be whipping out no measuring cups. Why would you want to be doing that on vacation? We went to Disney. It was amazing. I wish I vlogged, but I didn't. I have a couple clips that I'll insert maybe in a vlog or something, but I didn't have enough. But I had the best time. We were there for 4 days. And it was amazing, and it was a lot of fun. It was really hot. We did a lot of walking, but we ate a lot of yummy, yummy food. So that's probably some of the reason why I gained 10 pounds back. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal. So for me, since I gained the 10 pounds back, I have about 40 more pounds to lose. So I'll be glad to take you guys through this journey.